Welcome back, denizens of the Omniverse, for episode 3 of season 2 of Hazbin Hotel. Last week we had a powerhouse premiere. Between the first 2 episodes, both kind of bringing us in and just kind of catching us up on what everybody's been up to, how everybody's feeling, and what all's been going on since the fall and the defeat of Adam last season. You know, episode 1 focused primarily, solely even, on Hell, and then episode 2 caught us up on everything going on with Sir Pentious and the Angels and the fallout of his redemption, the questioning of his redemption. And all of that was absolutely fascinating. With all that down out of the way, I'm excited to see where everything goes now, especially with how things were left between the two, with Heaven sealing itself off just to protect itself while it figures out what it needs to do next. And then Charlie being informed very abruptly that redemption did indeed work. But now she's the only person that knows. So with everything going on with Vox, I think it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays and how he will probably try to spin that narrative again, as he is currently doing so about the hotel, just in general. A couple things I wanted to kind of, do some little housekeeping on. And I acknowledged this in the first episode. Charlie mentions that Pentious died a month ago in Has Been Guarantee. And I recognize that, and I even acknowledged that, but somehow I still managed to take Lucifer's words into account, and it just messed up my brain. Even though the math checks out, I just messed it up myself. For whatever reason, I thought we were a year out from the events of the last season, which absolutely made no sense, but I was just rolling with it because I thought that's what we were just told, even though we had that month date slapped in our face from Charlie. I don't know, man. Sometimes I overthink some things, even though I have all the information, and I just end up somewhere else. I wanted to address that. I put a little pin comment on the videos, just to kind of acknowledge that, but I know pretty much most people don't read that half the time. So I just kind of wanted to kind of put that out there right now. And then one other thing that I just missed initially, because I'm not able to just kind of pause all the time, just kind of when I have a thought, I want to just not hijack the middle of it or get away, because sometimes when we get to the end of the episode, I can't remember everything I wanted to say. One thing I missed was during the scene with Lucifer and his room at the hotel, you can see silhouettes of all of the other deadly sins on his wall in the picture frames in the background alongside Charlie and Lilith, and he, get to see all of them in there, in various different poses and stuff like that. Obviously, at this point, due to all the legal chicanery that was going on between Hell of a Boss and Hazbin Hotel, they couldn't just straight up depict them, but you can definitely clearly make out their silhouettes. And I thought that was super cool. Another little thing I wanted to kind of get into before we get into the meat of this is that me and a bunch of other reactors have been talking about, dealing with the copyright this time around for this season, on top of Amazon just apparently being the ones to spoil most of the things for the show, whether it be a screenshot or merch in the stores or posting songs early, entire songs and the video included early on their official channels, which thankfully I've managed to avoid all these things, but I've heard about it. They have been insane with the copyright right out of the gate this season. Last week, it was a little rougher than last season for sure, but it seems to be getting a little bit worse, because I've seen some crazy stuff happening with some of the other creators in the sphere trying to cover the show. So just be aware that if we have to cut more than usual or remove more of the songs than usual or whatever, it's to protect us from whatever the hell's going on, because something's off is happening behind the scenes this time around, and it's a little strange. For us covering it right out of the gate as all these episodes are dropping, it's definitely going to be a little bit of navigating a minefield. I'm sure somebody coming in weeks later or after the show's done might not have nearly as much trouble, but right now me, the Skittle Squad, and a bunch of other people have been having a lot of issues. So I just want to kind of put that up out front and just to let you know, if you want to avoid all of that, if you want to see the full-length unedited reaction, you can see all that over on Patreon. Over there you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies we cover on the channel. You also can suggest and vote on what movies to react to each month. It's just a great way to support the channel, help us do things we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate it. Enjoy this reaction. To at least leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already, because it really helps these videos out. And that all said out of the way, let's get ready to hop into episode 3, Behind Closed Doors. Here we go. I love that we cut back right exact. Oh, Niffty. Hey, she's going after the bugs immediately.
Holy shit! Holy fuck! Emily just appeared in office portal.
Whoa there, Charlie.
Oh my God, breathe. Breathe.
Emily just portaled in front of me all, hey, it's me, Emily. Heaven is closing down because you killed a bunch of angels and everyone's scared, but don't worry. Oh yeah, and also serpent.
Pentious is in heaven. That means the hotel
Yeah. Oh, look at Vaggie.
We did it.
Yeah.
Redemption is possible, Vaggie! I knew it! I knew it! Ha, ha, ha.
Oh God, their faces.
I thought Charlie said no more drugs.
Oh, wait, are they gonna believe her? I mean, Vaggie believes her.
Couldn't wait to see the look on Dad's face when he finds out!
That's a good
A lot is
point.
happening. Everything.
He said he'd tried all of this before, right? To what extent, I'm kind of curious. But yeah, she was right in the end, and it worked. How is he gonna react to that? Honestly, I don't know how that slipped my mind. That's a very, very good point. Because this just goes back to what he was saying in More Than Anything, you know? And why he's been so discouraged and why he's so, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Thing we've been working for has been proven right on a Thursday.
What? Oh my God. What?
Who even advertises on the Zeppelin? I guess Pentious would, huh?
That's a good point. Oh, whoa. What are you doing?
What was that about heaven going into lockdown? Did Emily say why? Can we talk to her? Are the exterminations still on? Or did they even show you?
Oh God, Charlie, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you even listening to her?
Just sending off a little strongly worded email to Vox Tech so we can clear the hotel's name with an exclusive interview.
That they definitely can't spin at all.
I do one quick little interview before dropping the absolute bombshell that redemption
God.
is possible.
This is going to blow up so hard.
Led to the hotel wanting to be redeemed. We redeem them.
Oh my God, these facial expressions are fantastic.
It's a big story. I bet Voxtech will change their tune when they hear it. Just take care of the guests for me until I'm done.
No.
Love you, bye.
Yeah, what the hell? Again, she's so blissfully naive, man. I get it. But honestly, even if you had damning proof, hey, that's the same plant that, isn't that the same plant that, like, Stolas has in his, well, he's got so many plants, but the main plant. Anyway, sorry, distracted by that. It doesn't matter. Like, you can prove to them that it's right. They don't give a shit. I don't think they would have no interest in being redeemed. And if anything, that would lessen their empire or whatever. Actually, if they're planning on conquering heaven, it's not going to really matter either way, because then it's just trading the position of that soul, regardless if they succeed. You know, it wouldn't matter in the end. But even whatever, I don't think they would give a shit. Oh my God, look at her back there. She's got a full-on witch's cauldron going on. Oh, she's making her love potions.
Looks like we got a spin, V.
Uh-oh. Yeah, oh no.
I guess the kid actually did it.
You actually believe her crazy talk?
I mean, Pentious was kind of a big softie. I guess all that apologizing and crying really paid off.
Dude was an absolute dick. Just some wannabe overlord simp that kept messing with my shit every chance he got for the past fucking forever.
Just saying, it makes sense. If anyone was gonna make it up there, it was him. Or maybe Angel on a good day.
Yeah, aw, looky there.
I figured he was kind of soft when he did his whole weird ass "remember me" bullshit, but.
You know,
she just doesn't know how to wrestle with that information, because yeah, they had this established dynamic, and she's like, a lot of people in here are afraid of addressing any real feelings that come out of that, and let alone the confusion of it, because it did from her perspective happen extremely quickly, and she didn't see that. It's like when a friend starts to change how they see about you faster than maybe another friend, or even, you know, a friend that never sees you that way, you know, like when and where and how did that change in their mind, and how did you miss it? And like, I like seeing her actually go through a little bit of that because yeah, on her side of it, it was just this thing that kind of happened out of nowhere because they had this established dynamic for so long. But now she doesn't know how to take that because it changes how she looks at everything. And she's very defensively putting up a wall, very Blitz-like, if you will, you know, trying not to have to wrestle with the complications that adds to, one, the outlook on her life in general, herself, and what that relationship was. But just, I don't know. I like that. I like that a lot. This whole banter and back and forth here at the bar was great, especially with them saying, like, if anybody's going to do it, it's definitely going to be Pentious and maybe Angel on a good day. I love that. Oh, Angel, you better be next.
Baxter guy was spouting some shit about them working together when he first arrived.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Oh, probe Baxter.
I'm not fucking going, okay? Bye, bitches.
Except she jumped down into the basement. Yeah, okay. Not going my ass.
Alastor!
Hey,
Alastor!
we've got so little of you so far.
Never going to believe.
He's so grumpy.
Welcome to the Hazbin Hotel.
Oh, it's a pleasure to finally...
Oh my God, he came himself.
You said to send the best, and I just couldn't miss this opportunity to interview Hell's most controversial figure. Now, where's Alastor?
Alastor? I mean, he's right there.
Out the door.
You'd think the so-called host of the hotel would
Why is that
greet guests
drone
at the door,
following?
What do I know?
Whichever one that one is, it's just chasing him.
But before we begin, Princess, you know what this place really needs? The new Voxtech 150-inch TV right over there.
Oh, thanks.
It's a really important thing that I want to tell you about.
And rolling, take a seat right over here.
They're hijacking this interview.
What's your plan
and
for the next extermination? And will you be
just
protecting everyone?
sidelining her.
Not just your favorite characters?
What? No.
You won't?
Oh no.
Is it true you believe sinners need to change literally everything about themselves and that the Morningstars currently dislike 98% of the population of sinners?
I mean, my dad.
Hate sinners?
Oh no! No, Charlie, what are you doing?
I have bigger news, huge, exclusive news, and I wanted Voxtech to be the first to hear it.
Keep rolling.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
Redemption is possible, which proves that the Hazbin Hotel actually works. Take that, fuckers.
Congratulations, Princess! Bring the lucky sinner, or should I say winner, on down.
Yeah. Oh no. She's like, prove it.
He's in heaven now. That's how redemption works. You go up.
Oh. Then
Yeah, but
how will you prove
yeah.
these fantastical claims?
Yeah. Oh my God.
The little angel of light out tell you that?
I mean, well, yes, actually,
Maybe
but
she used a portal, so
I think we've heard enough. Velvette, call the limo.
God damn it. I mean, that went about as well as I thought it was going to go.
I can't broadcast this without proof. I mean, the last thing I want to do is spread misinformation.
I love
we'll
how he
redeem
couldn't even
someone
say
right
that.
here, right now.
Charlie, what are you saying?
So everyone can see what their hotel really is.
Now that could be something.
Oh my God.
Princess, let's walk and talk. Who are we?
Oh, is that what we saw in the trailer with Angel in like that cowboy outfit and Husk tied up on the railroad tracks? Is she gonna try to like, oh no! Ha, Charlie, I love you, but you are so naive. And they got some gold ass statements out of her. That little like speed run interview they just kind of shoved in her face before she was able to finally get the reins back. Oh, whoa, what the?
Hey.
Oh my God.
Announce yourself, woman!
You work for Voxtech?
I got jump scared by his scream.
I'm a bioscientist in hell. Of course I work for Voxtech.
Oh, wait. Okay. I mean,
Word is upstairs you used to know Pentious.
We were partners.
So you were like...
What? Lab partners!
defensive much.
Give me the full story or the lab gets it.
Okay, fine. We used to work together back in the day.
Oh, the Egg Boys. That's why he couldn't like recreate them. He's like a mechanist. He's an inventor, like he said, right? And he focuses on biology. That's why his eggs, or his attempts to recreate them in heaven, they were like little wind-up toys. That makes so much more sense.
Together we crafted various wonder-filled creations that we shared with the citizens of Hell in hopes one day we could gain enough favor to become powerful overlords.
Whoa.
However, it quickly became apparent that his silly contraptions were too outdated to gain us interest, whereas my bio-experiments won the attention of many.
Wow. Oh!
Found my experiments far too violent and cruel.
Aww.
So he took the eggs and left to continue his frivolous turf war scheme with that woman he was obsessed with.
What? Jerry, what was that Zestial Battle Stadium? Where is there like a place where you can like challenge overlords like for status or whatever? They just went, Pentious and Baxter was fighting Zestial. What the fuck? But yeah, God, his fixation on mechanical stuff obviously didn't hold up. But his creations were able to actually impress, and now he works for Voxtech. But at least it doesn't seem like he's like an inside man. He is just in the pursuit of science, I guess. Giving him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, there's been no implications that he's been like feeding them intel or anything like that. I saw some people be like, oh, maybe he's working for Voxtech. Maybe he's an inside guy. We don't trust Baxter. But I mean, that could be the case. I mean, we know he's working for them at least now, but I don't know that we've seen anything that immediately makes me like, hey, we got to look out for that guy just yet. I think he's genuinely curious about this from a scientific perspective. The other stuff just kind of helps pay the bills. At least that's what I'm thinking. But my God, more Pentious backstory. Their relationship in Hell, their dichotomy, their focuses. He created the Egg Boys, but he didn't like the way he treated life. Pentious didn't. And that plays into his sympathies and why with what we saw last episode as well. And he took the Egg Boys to save them, to protect them. Aww.
You, I think.
Strange guy, I guess.
Now, have I satisfied your request?
It looks like a giant Pokeball.
Fuck, do you have to be such a little freak? I'm going through something here.
I implore you to go through it elsewhere.
Like through the door.
I like him. Wow. Oh, so it rains in heaven. Interesting. I guess some people love when it rains.
Visualizing and I
found
home in those messy fights.
That was so seductive.
Wounds are what I miss. 'Cause every brush with death meant much more than a kiss.
Oh, that was his love language. Oh, let's go.
Those golden days of crawling were the best of all my years.
They both loved the scrapping.
I'm longing for just one night more, beating the piss out of you.
Aww.
What's the score? How the hell she gets on board?
Yeah, okay, so this was a flashback in the trailer.
They say time heals all wounds, but the wounds are what I mean. Meant much more than I can.
Oh my God. This is so good.
Me falling, though I don't know if it's love. Could this be love? I know I tried to kill you. Blew a hole right through my soul while I
Oh.
beating the piss out of you.
Oh, yo, look at that shot right there. What a beautiful song. That was that's the thing. Like, I think that plays upon, and one of the things that is like kind of confusing about it is like, there was that that draw, that challenging aspect of it, that kind of transcended a little bit more of your more traditional courting mechanisms, or that was like maybe even unbeknownst to them, or to what degree, until they actually were in a place where they could talk or see or whatever, that wasn't involving fighting, that they actually started to, or at least Pentious most certainly did, started to feel things a different way, because he'd only known the one way, the one interaction. And it goes back to that whole thing that like they say when you're growing up, you know, if they're picking on you, that means they like you, you know. And it's this love language all of its own, especially in hell. That's the closest thing, or at least that's what they believed, I think, to a point, what the closest thing to a working relationship one could have is a rivalry. Because everything is a power grab. Everything is like this selfish act, everything, whatever. But this became like a dance that they did on routine. And now that has ended, has ceased by this separation, both of them from both sides of the spectrum are missing that, are questioning that. Like, what was it about that I miss? Is it, they don't even know if it's love for sure. They just know that they long for those moments, those times. And I like that, and how that meant so much more than a kiss. Oh, this is so freaking good. And it was just beautiful. And I love that, like, that rattle and that hiss on that final little note from Pentious there. I love when his snakeisms accent into, one, just when he's speaking, and especially when he's singing, and just the visuals from all this, and the differences in the musical motifs between the two, and we're shifting back and forth. Her like hard rock, kind of punk rock kind of vibe going on, and his more kind of, I don't know what you would call a soulful, kind of whimsical more music. I don't know, more like poppy in a way. That was great, especially piggybacking off of what we just learned. Ah, that warmed my soul, dude.
Charlie, you said you needed us?
And I still think about that little koala falling over at the zoo.
Oh my god.
What the fuck are they doing here?
Oh, hey, Vaggie. I was just showing Box and Velvette here how our confidential group venting sessions work.
You know, what happened to the confidential part?
When you said you were messaging VoxTech, I thought you just talked to some reporter on the street, not the fucking media overlord.
Okay, well, first, technically, he is a reporter.
Well, yeah, I guess.
You're aware those two crazy fucks hang out with my shit-fuck boss, Valentino, and a part of the V's? And you still let them in here?
Yeah.
Charlie, listen to me. I don't know what they promised you, but I'm telling you right now, they are bad fucking news. Horrible fucking news!
Yeah.
He assured me that he's just here to film the hotel and put out a special tonight about what he sees here.
Oh my god.
Teensy condition that we redeem someone. Yeah, now that's where you come in, Angel.
What?
You've really done it now.
Yeah.
I ain't being your little guinea pig, especially in front of Vox. He gets off to watching people suffer. Dude is an absolute fuck.
Yeah. I mean, he records it all.
Now that we know it can work, we have an easy step-by-step guide to follow.
Charlie,
Oh, I don't like this.
But she got a point there, Legs.
Yeah.
Besides,
I mean,
if Flathead and Baby Barbie try anything, I'm sure Alastor's floating around here somewhere ready to throw down.
Are we sure about that, though? I get it. Like, I don't like that Charlie volunteered him for this, especially given the nature of the relationship there between him and the V's themselves. But he is the closest to being redeemed. But there's this, she's like, we have a step-by-step guide. We don't. That's under the assumption she thinks what she did worked, when honestly, I mean, I guess some of her exercises helped with him be open to the idea. And it led to that, building those relationships, making those connections and those friends, allowed him, for his specific need to redemption, the goal he needed to, which was to make up for the sin he committed in life. But they don't know anything about that without having gone into that. So even while he had all of the foundational building blocks for that, the exact thing that did it, they have no way to know unless they figure out what needs to be atoned for, like what the actual action is and then go. But if you know that, though, with the intent of doing it, is not the same thing. Anyway, well, sorry. I know I'm pausing and talking a lot in this episode, but it's already so fucking meaty.
You're one good deed away from redemption already.
Oh, poor Angel.
We don't really have all day.
I was just looking for a volunteer.
Then you went to Angel Dust?
Hold on, V. The star power's always good for viewership.
Charlie picked him because if anyone around here's gonna make it, he will.
Oh, look at him.
What do you say, kid? Best case, you make it. Worst case, you're still stuck down here with me.
Oh.
You know she ain't gonna let up.
You both owe me for this.
I love how quick Husk was to stand up for him. Oh, ooh.
Step 1, say you'll get it done. Make redemption your resolution. 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on, buddy, concentrate.
Oh my
Choose some
God.
ladies and helpful ladies across the street.
Ah!
You skeptics, pay close attention. We'll speed run from here to redemption. 11.
No question, this guy gets to effing out.
Step 12, what the hell? Pentious was 13 by now. 13, 14, 15, 16, better, nicer, faster.
It's because she has no idea what it. Oh my.
Start speaking like this. Depression and egg obsession.
Oh no. Now she's just trying to turn him into Pentious.
Maybe the key is self-sacrifice. If you offer up your life with your intention, we'll speed run from here to redemption.
I hate you.
and here we are.
Poor helpless damsel has been tied to the train tracks by me, Danny Dubad.
Danny Dubad. Oh my God, that. I love Charlie in all of her batshit, out of her mind expressions, because she is cuckoo bananas this season so far. Every time she has these little breakdowns, because like the pressure is just bubbling just through the surface so hard.
Look, the 5 o'clock train with a deadly weapon.
Whoa, 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 Charlie! That's actually an angelic spear.
And I definitely don't have a way to stop this train in case things go bad.
I'm a big, strong man with so many redeemable qualities.
All right, not Striker.
Charlie, this ain't gonna work. I ain't nothing like Perez.
Who is this Charlie character? The diabolical Danny Dubad?
It's just dumb. I ain't doing it, Charlie.
But Angel, this is our last chance to...
Nope.
Okay.
It's not gonna work. Oh God, it's not gonna work. Yeah, fuck!
Train didn't actually pose any risk, so I took the brakes off.
Oh my God.
Niffty, stop the train! Niffty, stop it!
Angel, hurry!
Oh yeah, sure thing. Except you tied me to the fucking cross.
Oh no!
Angel, the brakes are cut! Husk!
Oh, and he jumps into action.
Angel!
Oh, thank Christ. Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Charlie, it's okay. I know you didn't mean it. I'm fine.
The hell you are? What was that? You could have got yourself killed.
What?
Oh.
You pull shit like that again and I'll fucking spank you.
What the fuck?
Because I know how much you actually want this. No. You know what? Forget it. This is why I never say shit. I'm out.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Princess, it seems Angel is still here and remains an irredeemable piece of shit.
Ma. Ma.
We tried everything Pentious did. There's gotta be something I'm missing.
Look, Charlie, Angel is not Pentious.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. He's not Pentious.
We have been trying to recreate Pentious's redemption, but maybe what he did redeemed his own sin.
There you go.
Whoa there, Toots. Not here and not today. Remember that lesson on boundaries?
Oh, come on. We won't judge you, Angel.
This has to be at Angel's own pace.
What exercise could one do to be forgiven for being
Stop!
murderer? Killed your dad, right? At least that's what Val told me. What did he do? Hit you?
Hey, that's enough.
Yo!
I don't care who you are. I think it's time you two leave.
Fine. We have a reservation at Dante's Inferno anyway. Very nice place. You could never afford it. Do you think I could be redeemed?
I believe anyone can be redeemed.
Interesting. Oh, he glitched.
Seems to me, not everyone is welcome here at the Hazbin Hotel.
Until next time, Princess. Vox Tech, trust us with your public image.
At least now you know what you're working with. Why don't you go ask Vox the next time you need to pry out more shit about my life?
Angel, I didn't realize. I did.
Wow. Oh my God, that face on Velvette there.
What's the recap?
Got a live up that's trending, a fail compilation on VoxTube, and a commercial ready to go.
Oh my God.
Want to know what really goes down at the Hazbin Hotel? Who Charlie Morningstar is? And can you trust her?
I lied. I'm dirty do-bad.
Oh my God, what the fuck is that?
Charlie coming at me with an open fist. Next thing I knew, she struck me.
Tonight at 8, brought to you by Vox Tech. Trust us with your information.
Well, this went about as bad as I expected it to. Maybe even worse.
I decided to stay.
Oh. Let's go. Holy shit. What an emotional roller coaster of an episode, dude. Listen, I've said this before. I love Charlie and her enthusiasm and her desire to do good. But she gets in her own way so much. She's so impatient about it, so gung-ho about it, that she gets in her own way with the whole process. Like, she thinks it's just this easy, simple, just do some good and it'll wash away the bad. You'll do it all. They'll say you're sorry, apologize, hushy, gushy, bushy, gushy, wishy, shushy stuff. And it'll get you there, but it's more than that. And again, she can't force it. She can't force these things out of Angel. Angel needs to come to terms with this at his own rate. And now this happened yet again, where she got in this way and just kind of exacerbated an already tense situation. And yeah, her naivete about some of the souls here gets her in more trouble, because she trusted Vox to tell the truth, to say, I mean, he did not witness a redemption, but then he took and minced her words, manipulated and pushed for truths. I mean, what she said and what she answered in the interview in the opening, I mean, they were truth, but it paints a very bad picture about the hotel, about her father, though she's not wrong about what he feels. We know Lucifer does not care for sinners, but now that's public information. That doesn't help their case. It doesn't help any of this, their image. And then she puts them in this scenario where she quite literally volunteered Angel to work with and in front of people who are deeply rooted and tied to his trauma here in the afterlife. I get that they didn't really have another option. And Husk was like, okay, if anybody could do this. And throughout the entire episode, Husk was like still there as like a strong support structure for Angel the entire way through, really kind of lifting him up and being there. And hell, when Vox started saying shit, Husk jumped to like defend him. I think you'd throw hands right then and there with Vox if it came to it. Once Vox sabotaged the experiment and his life was actually on the line, and again, if it wasn't actually on the line, then it defeats the entire purpose anyway. So I get it that but obviously they can't whatever. It was never going to work. We knew it was never going to work, and Charlie should have known that that wasn't going to work. Either way, though, when it came down to it and it was failing and his life was actually in danger, Angel jumped into action and saved him. Honestly, they got stuck and got both saved by Vaggie, and they both would have died, but then Husk got angry that he put his life on the line. He values Angel more than he values himself. Which again goes to show, I think there's definitely something to brew in there. And he even said, I'll spank you next time. And he's getting more receptive and even playing into some of the usual banter he found distasteful last season. I love them. But yeah, this just put Angel on full display, and it forced out something that Angel wasn't willing to share. And this is an interesting counterpoint, because this whole thing was like, we're trying to replicate what Pentious did. And the whole revelation by the end is like, you can't just follow in Pentious' footsteps. You have to acknowledge the sin that got you here to the first place, which she eventually realized thanks to this little like bouncing off of Vaggie there for a minute. With that revelation though, Vox was like, oh, okay. Well, do you know what that is? How are you going to redeem murder? Dropping that bomb on us. I think a lot of us probably would have presumed it had something to do with a lot of his coping mechanisms in hell, but no, he killed his father. Like with this whole being like not Pentious, like, you know, you can't treat him like Pentious. It's interesting because both of them deal with murder, and I find this really interesting because this was the core of the debate around the redemption of Pentious, or more so the depth of his sin. You know, people died because he didn't do anything. He was passive, he observed, he knew who the killer was, and he allowed them to continue killing out of fear for his own life. So that was inaction. He never killed anybody directly. Interesting now that the revelation behind Angels is he killed somebody. Now, context will matter a lot behind that, because you know, there are scenarios where you might understand or even empathize with somebody who might be in a scenario, depending on what that scenario is, if push came to shove. If it was like a vile, abusive situation, one might be a little more receptive to the idea. But then the question is, how do you recover? How do you push through that? What would his redemption arc, literally, be? It definitely presents a very interesting question. But also, we talked about enough about Cherry and this whole thing here. But through this revelation, through all these different things, she's finally decided to stay at the hotel, reflecting upon her time here, reflecting upon her relationship with Pentious, her desires to see more of that, and what's gone on here and what she's witnessed and seen through them and through Angel. It's time for her to face the music as well. And I like that. I like how she finally decided to become a tenant. And maybe it's all just to reunite with Pentious so they can keep that scrap up and maybe cause a bunch of chaos in heaven. That'd be fun. What a dense episode. I'm trying to wonder if there's anything, lots of great expressives, a lot of great expressions from Charlie's breakdowns and her playing into this Danny Do-Bad character to Niffty on the train. A lot of outfit changes all throughout as well. And then a lot of great Vox screen grabs, Velvette screen grabs. But all in all, again, it just shows, it just highlights the duality of Charlie's enthusiasm, the good and the bad of that, to brute force past people's boundaries, which I like that Angel of all people pointed out. It's like, hey, what was all that about boundaries if we're not going to respect them? And all that, you know, and that's him pushing back against her. Yeah, man, just a bunch of fascinating stuff in this. And again, did Alastor even say anything? You know, a lot of people think it might, you know, his unwillingness to help right now might be because he's not strong enough to help right now because of his wounds, because of his staff. Maybe he's not really able to do anything. I'm very curious. I hope we follow back up on that real soon, because I am so intrigued about all of that. Oh my God, yeah, in the battle pit? Do you think that that's where Alastor and Vox had their showdown? Oh shit, I just noticed. I didn't even notice that the first time through. That's CRTV Vox. So he can upgrade as technology and all that. We've seen he's had multiple bodies. Again, this goes back, they called him the media overlord. I've said this once upon a time. I don't know if it was any of my reactions, but I did pause it. What if he's not actually a TV demon? That's just his media of choice or vehicle of choice. But that he is just electricity, or like they said, media in general. And he evolves with the times, because if that's true, that means at one point in time before television existed, that would have put him and Alastor on equal footing. Though timeline-wise for their deaths, I don't think that lines up. And then more Pentious' backstory. You know, we covered that earlier on. But there was one thing I wanted to go back and look at, but I didn't stop for. It was the little thing that popped up on Vox's wrist when he first came into the hotel. Vox, sick as fuck. Fuck Alastor. Vote most epic CEO of all time. And Vox. Okay, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy in there. But yeah, fantastic episode. Loved the love ballad between Pentious and Cherry. That's the one that the Amazon Prime account leaked. What, was it yesterday? They need to get their shit together, man. Anyway, guys, what did you think of this episode? How do you feel about how all this went down and transpired? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If it did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out Kiana Chanel, Adriana Maley, Angela Burr, and Lilli Chan-son. Thank you guys so much for becoming saviors here on the channel, helping sponsor and support the rescues that have been taken care of here at the office. You guys have been tremendous help. And as always, I want to give a huge special thank you to all of our channel legends. Thank you guys so much for all your additional support. You and the patrons allow us to do so much of what we do over here these days. Huge thank you to all of you guys, and also you guys here on YouTube, because well, y'all, we wouldn't even be here. With that all said, guys, that's it for this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.